Animal cruelty still remains a sore point, and people are even more outraged with the Swedish zoo that has officially admitted killing 9 healthy lion cubs. Borås Djurpark is a place where the zoo lets lions breed and then kills the cubs for this unacceptable reason. People from media, PETA, social media, and other organizations are ready to fight off the cruel decisions zoos all over the world take behind their fences. Here is the heartbreaking story of the lion cubs. It all started in August 2012 when Simba, Nalas, Robbie, and Rafiki were born at the Swedish zoo, Borås Djurpark. Who would have thought that they would only live for a year? Can you believe the reason why they were killed? All the cubs born in the summer of 2012 were perfectly healthy, and there was no reasonable motive for being put down. But the zoo found the presence of 4 young lions disturbing. Why was that? A zoo is a great place where we see animals from different parts of the world in one place. We learn things about them and it's exciting, but looking behind the curtain will show you a cruel reality. It's a place where the zoo officials kill them without mercy. In 2014, 3 more cubs were born, Kiara, Banzai, and Kovu. They were killed a year later by the zoo. And it gets worse. This professor of bioethics at the University of Copenhagen has a shocking point of view. The professor, Peter Sando, stated that zoos don't kill them for fun, they kill them because they're doing rational breeding. So the lions were allowed to breed, but then the surplus animals just had to go. But this happened more than one time, as you're about to find out. The story continues with the summer of 2016 when Potter, Weasley, Granger, and Dolores, 4 other cubs, were born. Granger and Dolores went to an unnamed zoo in England. Guess what happened with the other 2 cubs? Potter and Weasley had to be put down. Why are we not surprised by it anymore? There is a hidden reason why the zoos let animals breed and then they kill the babies once they're weaned. It's a technique to bring visitors to the zoo. After the animals grow, the zoos discard them. Here's how many lions they killed in total. In just 6 years, the zoo killed 9 healthy young lions. Growing up to 1 year of age, they were no longer tiny and cute, so nobody could pet them anymore. That meant they were no longer profitable. Suddenly, the sight of zoo workers at Borås Djurpark dressed as lions doesn't seem cute anymore. Instead of trying to relocate them or sending them to Africa, the best decision was to kill them. Of course, the zoo has an excuse. They said that unfortunately there were no zoos that could accommodate them. Yes, no zoo would want an endangered species of African lions. People all over the world are appalled by the unjustifiable murder of young lions that were healthy. The communications director for In Defense of Animals, Fleur Dawes, stated that euthanasia is a rampant, cancerous practice that betrays intelligent, conscious individuals for money. Not only the habitat of African lions is getting smaller and the prey is scarce, but people are also hunting them. And here we are, watching zoos doing exactly what the hunters are doing in the wild, also for money. It looks like zoos are not interested in conservation of threatened species. Fleur Dawes stated that they are calling on the Swedish government to retire the remaining animals to a sanctuary where they can receive genuine care and respect. Meanwhile, the lions at the Borås Djurpark have their days numbered. Who knows when another one gets killed because there isn't enough room for it anymore? What did the CEO of the zoo say about their actions? Bo Kjelsen stated that they did their best to try and divest the young lions and accommodate them in other zoos, but no zoo wanted them. Sando, the professor of bioethics, takes their side, saying that it's better to let lions breed rather than using contraception. And what's the reason behind it? The CEO of the zoo said that they had to remove some animals because the aggressions became too big in the group. Sando insisted that the animals should be allowed to procreate as they do in nature so that they live full lives. He also stated that only 1 in 10 cubs would survive in the wild. But CEO and General Counsel of Born Free USA, Prashant Ketan, doesn't agree with it. When the decision to kill is made because the animals are deemed surplus, it is heartbreaking, he said. Unfortunately, this zoo isn't the only place to kill surplus animals. In 2014, at the Copenhagen Zoo, the officials killed a male giraffe even though it was healthy. They killed Marius in front of the visitors, and then there was a public autopsy followed by throwing the remains to the resident lions. "You paid the ticket, Marius paid with his life," protested PETA. 1 year later, at the Odense Zoo in Denmark, a young lion was killed because the zoo had too many lions. He was also dissected in front of children for education purposes. The action raised scandals with people calling the zoo officials disgusting murderers. PETA described the killings and dissections as a nightmare brought to life. A spokesperson for Borresdjur Park replied to the outraged public and stated that their actions are according to EAZA's Code of Ethics and the culling statement. Therefore, they perform euthanasia when the young lions would biologically leave the family. Moreover, all their actions are transparent to the media, their visitors, and the public. It makes us all wonder why we need the zoos in the first place and if we'd be better off without them than being witnesses to these tragedies. It is always shocking to learn about intentional killings at the zoo because there must be less gruesome alternatives to such a cruel decision.